Hey Rideshare Revs, welcome to another episode of Trip 101 Drill Down Series. I'm Denise Holt and I'm one of the founders of Rideshare Revolution along with Jason Davis. And we're here to bring you all the information that you need to understand how to maximize your opportunity with trip rides. I know a lot of you have a lot of questions and we're here to answer them and equip you with all the information that you need to be as successful as possible with this trip opportunity. So today we're going to talk about comp plan basics, helping you to understand the difference between the trip driver and the trip driver influencer opportunity with trip. So let's get started. The first thing that is really important for you to understand is what the driver opportunity is. So everybody's going to get an invitation code to sign up at triprides.com. Now, it is an invite-only opportunity. You have to have an invitation code to be able to drive with Trip. So you get your invitation code and you will go to triprides.com and sign up. You'll pay the $250 total driver sign-up fee, and this covers the initial driver sign-up fee and any costs involved in becoming a driver for Trip. So then you're going to just follow the sign-up procedure on the website, and we also are putting together a tutorial for the driver sign-up procedure to help walk you through that procedure. So if you have any questions or you want to point any of your referrals to that video, we'll have a link here in the show notes and you'll be able to have them check that out to help answer any questions that they might have. So then you follow the procedure, sign up, and now you have your own code. You'll receive your invitation code. That's what you will hand out to anybody that you are referring into Trip to become a driver with Trip. And it's really important that you let them know that they need to sign up with your invitation code to be on your team. So you give them the code, they come in, they sign up, and you get credit for that referral, and they become part of your team. So what is this driver opportunity? What does it entail? You can drive for Trip. You actually have a choice. You can refer 3 drivers or you cannot. If you just don't do anything, you literally have a $199 a month driver software fee. So to drive with Trip, you have $199 a month that you'll be paying to be a driver with Trip. And that's it, because you will receive 100% of all of your fares. It is a peer-to-peer payment system, so the payment literally goes from the rider to you, the driver, into your bank account. There's no middleman holding the money for any period of time. It's just pay from them straight to you. You'll always get 100% of your fares. So how do you drive for free? How do you not pay that $199 software fee every month? Well, if you bring in 3 drivers, if you give them your invitation code and you refer 3 drivers in, then you will qualify for the first level of the compensation plan bonus rank. So that earns you $200 a month. So with that $200 a month, that cancels out that $199 a month fee. So now you're driving for free. So, and as long as you maintain 3 active driver referrals on your teams, then you will always drive for free. You'll never have to pay that $199 a month. And then on top of that, so here's a really cool thing. Once you refer somebody in, they use your invitation code, then they are a direct referral from you. You'll get $50 per person for each person that signs up with Trip with your referral code. And that's just right off the bat. That's the first order bonus. No matter how many people you refer into Trip, you will get $50 each time one of them signs up with your referral code. So on top of earning $200 a month, and now you're driving for free, you also got a $150 bonus because you got $50 per person. So that's pretty cool. So why would you stop at a free driving membership though? When you can now have the opportunity and make the decision to refer more drivers and influencers and potentially earn thousands of dollars more. And it's all passive monthly income, which means you don't have to do anything beyond the initial referral. You refer the people, the numbers add up, and then you're just making that money every month. So, and it's all about just simply spreading the word and giving them your invitation code. So how would this work then? Well, if you think about it, you're bringing in 3 people so that you can drive for free. Those 3 people, they're also incentivized to do the exact same thing. They're going to want to bring in 3 people so that they can drive for free. So just off of your first 3 people, there will be 3 people each coming in off of those people, and now you have a team of 12 people. Well, if you become a driver influencer for Trip, once you've got 10 referrals under you, meaning your direct referrals and your team's referrals, all of the referrals added together are part of this compensation plan, and they count for your total volume of numbers of referrals. So it's not just the people who are using your code, it's the people who are using your code, and then those people you brought in, the people they're bringing in. It counts for the total volume number of the people who are on your teams. So you brought in 3, they each brought in 3, you now have 12. Well, at 10 referrals, you now qualify for the next compensation plan ranking, which is the influencer ranking. And off of 10 referrals, you could be making $600 a month instead of $200 a month. So how do you do this? What's the difference, and what allows you to then move into that space? The only difference is you pay $149 annual fee to become a driver influencer. So it's just one time a year, $150, and now you have the opportunity to refer as many people into Trip as you want. And you can just climb up the rankings for the compensation plan and just make more and more monthly passive residual income based off of those referrals. Plus, anybody who you're referring in directly, you'll still get $50 a head, no matter if it's, you know, the first 3 people or if it's 50 or 500. You'll get $50 a piece each time those people use your invitation code. And then all of your referrals and their referrals will add up for all the different stages of the compensation plan for the different levels of monthly income. And if you look here at this slide, so you have referred in over 10 people, right? You're at 12 people, so now you're going to make $600 a month. $200 of that goes towards your driving software, right? You're driving for free. That leaves you $400 in your pocket. So out of that first month's $400, if you take $150 of that to sign up as an influencer, then you're still going to have $250 in your pocket. You're now an influencer, and then anybody you bring in for the rest of the year is just going to increase that monthly income that you're making. So let's take a look at what this looks like. So you brought in 3 people, now they brought in 3 people, now those people, they're on their way to bringing in 3 people each also, right? So you can see here on this slide, the little people that are in blue, those are the ones that are coming in and filling out those teams, and that's all you need are those blue ones to then make it up to the next ranking, which is 24 referrals, right? So it's not even waiting until the third level down of referrals is all filled in. It's like halfway through that, you're already at the next level. And the next level is 24 referrals. So between you and your referrals, all of the people on your team, once it gets up to 24 people, then you're at the next rank, which is the 1K rank, and that's $1,000 a month residual income. So Out of that $1,000, $200 goes for your driving software, and that leaves $800 in your pocket. $800 that you could be making your car payment, paying for gas, buying groceries, whatever you want to do. It's extra money in your pocket. You're still driving for free. You're still making 100% of your fares every time you pick up a rider and take them for a ride. So, and anybody who you're bringing in as a direct referral off of your invitation code, you're still getting $50 a piece on top of all of this other money. So let's go a little bit further. So once you brought in 3 people, they brought in 3 people, and all of those people have brought in 3 people now. Now that's only 3 levels of 3 people, and a lot of the people are going to bring in more than 3 people. So this will fill out a lot faster. But say everybody just brings in 3. So at this point, you're at 39 referrals, and you're only 3 levels deep on people bringing in their 3 people. And that's 39 referrals. So at this point, you only need 21 more referrals for the next ranking. And at that point, you'll jump from $1,000 a month to $2,000 a month. So at 60 referrals, you will make $2,000 a month, every single month, just passive residual income. So what does that $2,000 look like? Well, 200 of that is going to go to your driving software, and that puts $1,800 in your pocket. So $1,800 in your pocket, again, can go for a lot of things. It can pay for pay for new tires for your car. It can pay your rent. It's a lot of extra money. And then anybody you're bringing in as a direct referral, you're getting $50 a piece also. And if you look at this diagram, the 60 referrals, that's not even very many people who need to come in beyond that 3rd level. And then you're there at $2,000 a month. Now let's go a little bit further. So 4th level down of people only bringing in 3 people, and every driver is going to bring in 3 people. Now you're at 120 referrals, and at this point you only need 60 more referrals to get to the next rank, and the next rank will jump from $2,000 a month to $5,000 per month. So at 180 referrals, you achieve the 5K rank, $5,000 a month passive residual income, and $200 of that will go towards your driving software, and the other $4,800 just goes in your pocket. And you can see here on this diagram what that looks like. You don't need all of the teams to fill in. You just need some of them to make it to that 180. So what does it look like after that? Well, say all of those people fill it in and fill up their teams with 3 people each on the 5 levels deep. That's 363 referrals at that point. Now, that doesn't take much time when you figure every person is incentivized to bring in 3 people. And each driver has 30 days to bring in those 3 people before they would have to pay for their $199 software. So within 30 days, the driver's going to bring in 3 people. So if you figure everybody's taking that entire 30 days and it's cycling through from the 3 drivers to the next drivers to the next drivers, 5 levels deep, that's 5 months. And it'll go a whole lot quicker than that because there's going to be a lot of people who are bringing in more than just 3 people. But let's just be conservative and go with this slowly. So within 5 months, you're at 363 referrals. At that point, you only need 37 more people. 37 more referrals are needed to jump to the next rank. And that next jump is huge. You're jumping from $5,000 a month to $10,000 a month. Huge. So what does that look like? Well, take a look here at 400 referrals. You're at the 10K rank with $10,000 a month. And it's kind of hard to see on this slide because they're so tiny at that point. But you can see the little tiny black marks. Those are the individuals that would need to come in for you to jump from the last rank to this one. Now with $10,000 a month, $200 goes to your driving software. And then you've got $9,800 in your pocket. Your expenses are pretty well paid. You're living a good life. So it's a really awesome opportunity that every single driver has here. So what's beyond that? Well, if all of the people bring in 3 people, right? And you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels deep here. So basically 6 levels deep of 3 people referring 3 people referring 3 people. And now you're up to 1,092 referrals. Say everybody took their 30 days, right? That's 6 months. That's the longest it's going to take you to get to this point. So within 6 months, it is highly, highly possible for you to get to that 1,000 referral ranking, which is the 25K rank, which is $25,000 a month. Passive residual income. You don't need to do anything else except make sure that your teams stay at those numbers by referring more people in. But it's worked into this growth strategy that everybody's going to bring in 3 people. This company is going to grow exponentially just because of the way this growth strategy is set up for exponential growth. It's going to take off like a rocket, and you're going to be in on the beginning, and you're going to be able to make a killing. So $25,000 a month, $200 for your driving software, and $24,800 in your pocket. You're still driving for free. You're earning 100% of your fares. You're able to put all this money away in the bank. You're able to do a lot of things that you have always wanted to do in your life. And on top of this, one of the great things is Trip is also going to be giving away extra bonuses on top of even this compensation plan and the $50 first order bonus. And there will be giveaways of vacations and Teslas and other prizes that are laid out in the compensation plan. So if you look at that video, you'll see the idea of what they have in mind. But it's achieving the different ranks and holding it for certain number of months, a certain number of time, and then you qualify for that extra bonus on top of it. So one thing you really need to keep in mind here is that Trip is all about the sharing economy. They are all about making sure that every single person who's involved in the exponential growth of this company and the taking over of the rideshare marketplace, that every person involved in that growth is going to come out a winner, is going to profit from this. And this is aside from the stock options and other things that are offered as well. But this is a tangible way that you can jump into a company and be one of the lucky first people in who is going to just make a ton of money off of the viral growth of this company. So let's look a little bit further. So if you look at what we just ran through here, the referrals add up fast. We went from 3 drivers to 9 more drivers to 27 more drivers to 81 more drivers to 243 more drivers to 729 more drivers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels deep, and you're at over 1,000 total drivers. And that's all it takes. And along the way, you'll be earning $50 a head for every single one that comes from you directly. And you will get all of the referrals that come in off of your team will count towards your numbers for achieving these compensation ranks. Let's look at the different earning brackets that Trip has set up here, because it's pretty astounding. So again, you can just sign up as a Trip driver. So you drive, you refer 3 people, you're earning $200 a month, right? That's $50 a week that you're bringing in. And you could just leave it there. Drive for free, make 100% of your fares. Or you can sign up as a Trip influencer and pay the $149 for the year. You'll access the software, and the software will have the dashboard that keeps track of all of your referrals and how everything's doing with your teams. And it's also going to be packed with a lot of marketing tools to help you be successful with your referrals. So you could just be the person that's, talking to other drivers and, mentioning Trip and giving your invitation code to anybody that you see firsthand. Or you can become a digital marketer and, put up a marketing funnel online, do some advertising, and start driving driver traffic online to you. And then you can get a whole lot more referrals a whole lot faster that way as well. So the opportunity is open to however deep and however fast you want to take advantage of it. But regardless, you can see that the initial numbers, bringing in 24 people, and that's not all directly from you. Again, look at what we just saw. 3 brings in 9, brings in 27. How fast do you get to 24? And that's $1,000 extra a month for you. You get to 60 people on your teams, and it's $2,000 a month. 180 people is $5,000 a month. 400, $10,000 a month. 1,000, $25,000 a month. 2,000 people. $50,000 a month, every single month. That's $12,500 every week that you'll be paid by Trip, just for getting your 3 legs, your 3 teams from your first 3 initial referrals, getting those numbers up to 2,000 people. And think about how many drivers there are in the United States. There are millions of drivers right now. So you're literally just telling them, hey, you could drive for a company and make a whole lot more money than you are now. What driver is not going to do that? So it's just a matter of going out and spreading the word. And if you do that and you're in the beginning when this is going viral, getting to 2,000 people is not hard. And you'll be making $50,000 a month. So 4,000 people is $100,000 a month. 12,000 people is $250,000 a month. And it maxes out at 24,000 referrals. So if you get 24,000 referrals signed up on your teams, you'll be making $500,000 a month. Just passive residual income, you'll be making $500,000 a month. That's $125,000 a week. And this is not only possible, there will be a lot of people doing this. So there you have it. Those are the earning brackets. Those are the stars to be shooting for. And you can see that it's very achievable. Even if you're just going to put in a little bit of effort in the beginning, who couldn't use $1,000 or $2,000 extra a month just for telling people about this company? And then you still have the opportunity to be driving, and not only driving, you're driving for free, and you're making 100% of the money that's coming in off of those rides. Now, a couple other things before I close this out that I want to talk about. So Trip, when you're building your Trip teams, and when I'm talking about the teams, I'm talking about, you're going to have 3 referrals initially, and then each of them are going to branch out into their own referral teams. So those are going to be 3 legs of referral teams that you're going to be building. Okay? You're at the top, and then they're part of your teams. Each one of them will be in the same position as you for their own teams, right? So here's the thing. What if you have a lot of direct referrals? What if in the first week you're bringing in 10, 20, 100 people? What happens to those people? Well, the way the software is built with Trip, you have what's called a holding tank. So all of your direct referrals initially are going to go into this holding tank on the software. And what that's going to allow you to do is if you have anybody on your team that you want to be positioned in a specific place on one of your teams, you can place them wherever you would like. They're your direct referral. If you think that they're going to be, say they're going to be a really strong influencer and bring in a lot of people, and you want to, make sure that you're putting them on a team that maybe doesn't have as many strong people, and you're going to want to balance everything out so that everybody's growing at the same pace. Your teams are growing at the same pace. You'll have that opportunity to place them wherever you'd like. Now, you have 7 days to decide where you want to place them. And then if you do nothing, like they go into the holding tank and you do nothing with them, this is the cool part. So the Trip software will automatically place them in the most helpful positions for building out your teams to keep them balanced. So the software is literally going to take them and place them wherever you need them most on your teams. So you really don't even have to think about it. The advantage to this holding tank is really just for you if you do have anybody specific that does sign up that you want to be able to have the power to place them where you want. You have that option and you have 7 days to decide. So that's the advantage there. And if you do nothing with them at all, the software is already on your side. It's already going to be placing them where it benefits you the most. So that's pretty cool. And then the other thing that I really want to stress here too is this first order bonus potential. So if you look at this example here, all the red people, those are examples of direct referrals, right? So say I really went out there and I was handing out my invitation code to driver after driver after driver. Maybe I did some other things, organized a group to bring in drivers. So there's a lot of ways that you can reach out to drivers and get a lot of direct referrals. So say you did that and say you've had 216 direct referrals, right? And you can see that they've been placed wherever you placed them or wherever the computer software determined was the best position for them to help keep your teams balanced. So that has happened, and along the way, every single one of those people represented by red, you've received $50 each the minute they sign up. So 216 direct referrals at $50 each, that means that you've earned $10,800 so far just on your own direct referrals. And that's in addition to the monthly residual income that you've earned by going up the ranks of the compensation plan and the monthly income potential. So this is in addition to that. So keep in mind, it's really, really beneficial for you to go out there and get drivers and go beyond the 3 direct drivers. Don't just let your teams kind of take off and grow. You could, it'll be slower. You'll advance up the compensation ranks slower. And that's fine if that's, if that's the level of input you want to put into it. But it really does come with a nice payoff if you're out there doing some legwork and bringing in people yourself, because you'll get $50 extra each time you bring someone in. So that is the compensation plan. That breaks it down a little bit more visually for you, so hopefully it's a little easier to understand and digest. Again, Trip Rideshare Revolution is your educational resource for learning how to maximize this opportunity, and it really is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be able to be in on the beginning of a tech company like this that is about to go viral. You don't get those opportunities very often in life. So best of luck to you. I hope all of you just smash this and crush it and have unbelievable success with this. If you are enjoying this content, then feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You'll get latest tutorials, tips, and tricks. We'll be posting a lot of information and a lot of content to help you maximize your opportunity here. Feel free to join our Facebook group. It's listed here also. And we also have Instagram. It's TripRR. Or actually it's Rideshare Revolution. And we have a Twitter also, TripRR. And if you haven't signed up yet and you're looking for an invitation code, go to driveat100%.com and you'll have our invitation code there, and that'll give you the green light to go to triprides.com and sign up as a driver and take advantage of all of this awesomeness. So thank you so much. Thanks for listening, and go get it.